Hello friends, welcome back again to the channel. I hope everyone is safe. In today's video, I would be talking about capacity planning, interview question and answers, which are very important to know. If you know the answer, please mention in the comment section and I would be providing answers along with the questions. So now start with the video. So the first question we have, what is the primary goal of capacity planning in workforce management? Your options: A, to minimize agent breaks; option B, to maximize the use of available resources; option C, to reduce agent training time; option D, to minimize the number of agent needed. Please think for 3 seconds. What could be the correct answer? Correct answer for this question is option number B, to maximize the use of available resources. It means that whatever resources we have, we need to maximize the productivity by utilizing the available resources to the fullest. Next question we have, which of the following factors is not typically considered in capacity planning? Option A, historical call volume data; option B, agent skill set; option C, weather forecast; option D, seasonal trends. Correct answer for this question is option number C, weather forecast. Weather forecast do not generally considered in capacity planning. Apart from that, we have the historical data, agent skill set, what kind of skill set agent need to be on, what kind of volume we can have, and what are the seasonal trends we may have. The call volume may be fluctuated up and down. So all these things are considered apart from weather forecast. Next question we have, what is the main difference between capacity planning and scheduling? Option A, capacity planning focuses on long-term resource needs while scheduling focus on daily shifts. Option B, capacity planning focus on agent training while scheduling focus on agent breaks. Option C, capacity planning is concerned with agent preferences while scheduling is concerned with call volume. Option D, capacity planning deals with financial planning while scheduling deals with resource allocation. Correct answer for this question is option number A, capacity planning focus on long-term resource needs while scheduling focus on daily shift. So generally capacity planning is used for the long-term resource planning, what kind of sources we need to have to figure out what kind of demand we are expecting in the near future and what kind of resources, number of people we need to have to handle all these demands which may have in the future. But the scheduling focus on daily shift, any kind of break, any kind of lunches, meeting, coaching, any productive, unproductive offices, all these things are coming under scheduling. Next question we have, which of the following is a common tool used for capacity planning in workforce management? Option A, Gantt chart; option B, SWOT analysis; option C, erlang formula; option D, best analysis. Correct answer for this question is option number C, erlang formula. Erlang basically used in capacity planning to find out the number of people on the basis of what AHT and the interval wise. By having this kind of erlang formula used in capacity planning, that will help to automate the calculations, what we cannot have the Excel, what we cannot have in the Excel when we do all these things manually. But on the other side, erlang formula will automate each and everything. You just have to apply the erlang formula into the sheet. Next question we have, in workforce management, what does the term shrinkage refer to? Option A, reduction in call volume over time. Option B, the percentage of time that agents are not available to take calls. Option C, the decrease in agent productivity. Option D, the loss of customers due to poor service. Correct answer for this question is option B, the percentage of time that agents are not available to take calls. Means that agents are completely unproductive and they are not adding value to the work. So that will be coming under shrinkage. If you want to know more about shrinkage, I have made a lot of videos. Please try to watch it. Next question we have, which metric is essential for determining the number of agents required to handle forecasted call volumes? Option A, average handle time. Option B, customer satisfaction score. Option C, first call resolution rate. Option D, net promoter score. Correct answer for this question is option number A, average handle time. I have made the videos on average handle time. Please watch it. That will clarify all the doubt. Next question we have, what is the impact of high occupancy rates on agent performance? Option A, increased agent satisfaction. Option B, higher likelihood of burnout and decreased performance. Option C, lower call volume. Option D, improved agent efficiency. Correct answer for this question is option B, higher likelihood of burnout and decreased performance. If the occupancy is high, it means that back-to-back workload is there and the agent may feel burnout, and that will lead to decreased performance. And there will be lesser staffing available because the agents will be going on unscheduled break. They will extend the AHT, and all these things will lead to the burnout of the agents. Next question we have, which of the following strategies can be used to improve capacity planning accuracy? Option A, ignoring historical data. Option B, using only real-time data. Option C, combining historical data with real-time adjustments. Option D, relying solely on agent feedback. Correct answer for this question is option C, combining historical data with real-time adjustment. So these strategies can be used in capacity planning to improve the accuracy. We need to analyze the historical data, what we have, to the actual data, what we are getting. So the difference or the variance, what we have in between the actual data and the historical data will definitely help in improving the accuracy of capacity planning. That what does 80/30 mean in service level? A, 80 calls should be answered in 30 minutes. B, 80% of calls should be answered within 30 seconds. Question number 2. What is average speed of answer? A, total wait time to answer calls divided by calls answered. B, calls answered divided by total wait time to answer calls. Question number 3. Is call work or wrap up time included in shrinkage? A, yes. B, no. Question number 4. Occupancy is lesser. What would be service level? A, service level would be lesser. B, service level would be higher. Question number 5. What is workload calculation? A, calls multiplied by AHT divided by interval available time. B, calls multiplied number of agents. What does 80/30 mean in service level? So the correct answer is B, 80% of call should be answered within 30 seconds. Question number 2. What is average speed of answer? So the correct answer is A, total wait time to answer calls divided by calls answered. Question number 3. Is call work or wrap up time included in shrinkage? Correct answer is B, no. Question number 4. Occupancy is lesser. What would be service level? So the correct answer is that B, service level would be higher because less number of calls are coming in and the agents would be having avail time in between the calls, so that will be resulting in service level would be higher. Question number 5. What is workload calculation? So the correct answer is A, calls multiplied by AHT divided by interval available time. So the first question we have, which factor is least likely to be considered in capacity planning? The options: A, call arrival patterns. Option B, agent skill sets. Option C, office location. Option D, historical call volume data. I would be providing answers along with the question, so please think for 3 seconds what could be the correct answer for this question. If you know the answer, please mention in the comment section. So the correct answer of this question is option number C, office location. Office location is the least likely to be considered in capacity planning. When we have the call arrival patterns, it means that what kind of call volume we have in the past, agent skill set, on which skill set the agent we should be having, and the historical call volume data, what kind of historical call volume we had, any kind of fluctuations we had. So these things are very important in capacity planning, but we do not generally consider out of these options, the office location is the least likely to be considered. Next question we have, what does the Erlang C formula calculate in workforce management? Option A, the optimal number of agents needed to achieve a service level goal. Option B, the average handle time. Option C, the shrinkage rate. Option D, the customer satisfaction score. Correct answer for this question is option number A, the optimal number of agents needed to achieve a service level goal. Basically, Erlang C helps in finding out the number of agents we needed interval wise to achieve the service level goal. The service level could be anything 80-20. It means that 80% of calls should be answered within 20 seconds. I have made videos on service level, how to calculate, what is the definition. So if you want to know more about it, please try to watch it in our YouTube channel. So the service level formula would be call answered within threshold divided by calls offered minus short abandoned calls. Next question we have, what is the purpose of capacity planning in workforce management? Option A, to reduce employee turnover. Option B, to ensure the right number of agents are available to handle expected call volume. Option C, to minimize training costs. Option D, to improve agent satisfaction. Correct answer for this question is option B, to ensure right number of agents are available to handle expected call volumes. So the purpose of capacity planning is to make sure that we have the right number of resources available to handle the incoming workload, which may expect in the near future. What kind of skill set they should be having? It should be having the attrition, shrinkage, AHT, occupancy rate. We have to consider all these things, and on the basis of that we have the capacity planning in place. Next question we have, which of the following is a critical input for capacity planning? Option A, customer feedback scores. Option B, forecasted call volumes. Option C, marketing strategies. Option D, employee engagement scores. Correct answer for this question is option B, forecasted call volumes. Out of these options, option B, forecasted call volume, is very critical input for capacity planning, because we need to have the forecasted call volumes on the basis of the historical call volume what we had in the past. And on the basis of that, we can find out what kind of future call volume we are expecting in the near future, what could be the demand, and on the basis of that, we have to align the number of resources to handle that incoming workload. Next question we have, what is shrinkage in the context of workforce management? Option A, the reduction in staff numbers due to layoff. Option B, the time employees spend not handling calls, example breaks, training. Option C, the decrease in customer satisfaction over time. Option D, the reduction in call volume due to improved processes. Correct answer for this question is option B, the time employees spend not handling calls. Basically, shrinkage, the unproductive time in which agents are not productive in the chat or calling or in the email. They are on the break, they are on the meetings or any other unproductive boxes in which they are not helping the customers. So I have made videos on shrinkage, the calculation of shrinkage, which is very important topic and generally asked during the interviews. So if you want to know more about shrinkage, I would request you please try to watch the videos what I have already made in our YouTube channel. That will definitely help you. So the shrinkage could be of two type, unplanned shrinkage and the planned shrinkage also. So the next question we have, why is it important to consider occupancy rates in capacity planning? Option A, to ensure all agents are occupied at all times. Option B, to balance agent workload and prevent burnout. Option C, to maximize the number of calls handled. Option D, to minimize training needs. Correct answer for this question is option number B, to balance agent workload and prevent burnout. First of all, we have to understand what is occupancy. Occupancy means that for how much time the agents are actually occupied on the calls. So the ideal occupancy should be 80%. It means that out of 100%, 80% of the time, agents should be occupied on the task given or assisting customers. So it is very important to have the ideal occupancy rate in capacity planning to balance the agent workload, to make sure that they have the right number of workload without getting them burnout. They should not be having a back-to-back workload. Otherwise, they will do some, unethical ways to avoid work. So occupancy rate is very important, and I have already made videos on occupancy, how to calculate, what is the definition. So please try to watch in our YouTube channel. Next question we have, what is the main benefit of using historical data in capacity planning? Option A, it allows for accurate future projections based on past trends. Option B, it reduces the need for agent training. Option C, it improves customer satisfaction scores. Option D, it minimizes the need for real-time adjustment. Correct answer for this question is option A. It allows for accurate future projections based on past trends. The main benefit of using historical data in capacity planning to get the idea of what kind of call volume or call arrival pattern we had in the past, that will help us to get the accurate future projection based on the past trend, and that will help us to align the right number of resources as per the skill sets. So it is very important to understand what kind of historical trend we have, and we have to analyze very carefully to avoid overstaffing and understaffing situations. Next question we have, in workforce management, what is the relationship between service level targets and capacity planning? Option A, capacity planning determines how to meet service level with available resources. Option B, service level targets have no impact on capacity planning. Option C, capacity planning increases service level targets automatically. Option D, service level targets reduce the need for capacity planning. Correct answer for this question is option A. Capacity planning determines how to meet service level targets with available resources. So this is the correlation between the capacity planning and the service level target. On the basis of service level target, it could be anything 80-20, 90-10. On the basis of that, have to get that adjusted in the capacity planning in order to have the right number of resources to be available to meet the desired service level. I would be providing answers along with the questions, so please wait for 5 seconds after every question. Question number first is, for the same volume and AHT, if more agents are scheduled than required, what will happen? Your options are A, scheduling accuracy decreases. Option B, AHT increases. Option C, shrinkage increases. Option D, scheduling accuracy increases. Correct answer for this question is option number A, scheduling accuracy decreases. First of all, we have to understand what is scheduling accuracy. It basically defines that how accurate your scheduling things are. If you have plotted breaks for the agents, if the agents are taking break at the scheduled time, so it means that you are having good schedule accuracy, and that needs to be very important. So the question here is that if the same volume and AHT, we have scheduled more agent than required. Suppose I need to have only requirement of 10 agent, but I have scheduled 15 agent. So in that case, what's going to happen? There would be a lot of idle time because the scheduling has been plotted against the historical data, against the forecast. In that case, what's going to happen? The extra staffing, there are chances the extra staffing will not be adhered to the schedule that has been plotted, that has been given to them, and that will decrease the schedule accuracy. Apart from that, there are certain things also can happen. The supervisor can take them for coaching, feedback, or training purpose because of high avail time or high idle time. So all of these things will have impact on the scheduling accuracy. Now the second question is, what is the primary goal of capacity planning in workforce management? The answer for this question is, the primary goal of capacity planning is to ensure a call center has the right number of skilled agents available to handle anticipated workloads efficiently, balancing resources with demand. It is very important to understand the concept of capacity planning to make sure that the call center can generate higher revenue with the help of right number of skilled agents available all the time throughout the shift to handle the workload which are going to be expected in the near future efficiently and effectively, with balancing the need of the employees and the need of the organization. Let's go to the next question, which is, next question we have, SL, which is service level goal of processes, changed from 80-20 to 90-20 and the headcount remains the same. What is the most suitable answer? Your options are A, occupancy decreases. Option B, occupancy increases. Option C, no changes to the occupancy. Option D, not enough information. Correct answer for this question is option number B, occupancy increases. We know that the service level formula is call answered within threshold divided by number of calls offered minus short abandoned calls. So here the service level target has been changed from 80 to 20 to 90 to 10. It means that 90% of calls should be answered within 10 seconds. So by that way, what will be happening? Occupancy would be increased. There would be more and more agents would be productive and would be engaged on the calls chat due to the service level target got changed. If you want to know more about service level formula definition, you can check out the video I have already made in my YouTube channel. Now let's go to the next question. How does historical data contribute to capacity planning in a call center? Your answer could be historical data provides insights into call volume patterns, seasonal trends, and peak periods, enabling workforce managers to forecast future demand accurately and plan staffing levels accordingly. So the question here is that how the historical data help in capacity planning. Historical data plays a very critical role in deciding how many number of resources we need as per the historical trend, what we have seen in the past and what is going to be happening in the future, what kind of call pattern we had, is there any kind of seasonality impact we had in the call volume, then what are the peak periods? It could be in the morning, it could be in the afternoon, or any other part of the day, then enabling the forecast, right forecast that can meet the demand efficiently, and on the basis of that forecast you have to plan a staffing levels according to that to ensure that you have the right number of resources available to handle the anticipated workload. Let's go to the next question. Which is, what role does technology play in capacity planning for a call center? Your answer could be technology aids capacity planning by facilitating accurate forecasting, utilizing advanced algorithms to predict future call volumes, and providing real-time monitoring tools to adjust staffing levels based on changing conditions. So here technology refers to the kind of tools or the application being used in call center. For the workforce management, we have the different forecasting tools, which it could be IEX, then we have the variant, then we have the Calibrio, and then we have a lot of other tools which are definitely you can say that playing very important role in having the right forecasting to be done on the system without going for the manually, and then utilizing the different kind of algorithms within the tools itself to predict the kind of call arrival pattern we may have in the future, and then providing real-time monitoring tools just to monitor all the real-time activities in a day, throughout the day, what is happening with the help of the tools. It could be again the IEX variant or other tools a company may use, and then generating the forecast, creating the forecast within the tool itself. All these things are very important, understanding what kind of technology being used according to the changing conditions which may have. Next question we have, how can workforce team optimize capacity planning to minimize overstaffing or understaffing? So you can provide the answer. Workforce team can optimize capacity planning by implementing flexible scheduling, cross-training agents, and using real-time monitoring to make dynamic adjustments, ensuring optimal staffing level without excess resources or service gaps. Here, how the workforce team optimize the capacity planning to avoid any situation of overstaffing or understaffing. So that has to be done by implementing very good scheduling, cross-training the agents. One agent can handle different kind of calls, and using real-time monitoring to make dynamic adjustment which can happen on the real-time basis, like to make changes of the schedule for the agents, ensuring optimal staffing levels without overstaffing and understaffing situation may arise. Generally what happens that we have seen in the call center that some days we have the overstaffing and other day we have the less staffing. So to overcome that situation, to optimize the scheduling process, these things play a very important role in capacity planning to avoid any situation of overstaffing and understaffing. Next question we have, in the context of capacity planning, what is the significance of scalability? Your answer could be scalability is crucial in capacity planning as it allows call center to adjust their workforce size efficiently in response to changes in demand, ensuring the ability to scale up or down based on business needs and fluctuation in call volume. So the answer you can provide for this question, which is mentioned, the scalability is basically defines the how you can scale your business, how you can scale the business within the call center or in a company by adding more and more business. So that can be happening with the help of very good capacity planning model we are using to adjust the workforce size, how many number of resources we need depending on the historical data what we have done, and on the basis of that finally scheduling the resources in order to changes in the demand, ensuring the ability we should have the opportunity to scale up or down based on the business needs, based on the current scenarios, and based on the future forecast what we may have and fluctuations in the call volume. These things are very important, and that plays and scalability plays very significant role in capacity planning. I would be providing answers along with the questions with the explanation. Question is that what is the primary goal of workforce management in a call center? Option A, maximizing agent satisfaction. Option B, minimizing call duration. Option C, optimizing resource utilization. Option D, increasing customer complaints. Please think for 3 seconds what could be the correct answer. If you know the answer, please mention in the comment section also. Correct answer for this question is optimizing resource utilization. So basically, it's a work of workforce management to optimizing each and every resource, whatever we have available in the call center or in a company, how to better utilize them according to the situations, what to avoid any kind of overstaffing and understaffing. Apart from that, there are a lot of other things what are included in workforce management, like real-time monitoring, capacity planning, forecasting, scheduling, and the reporting part also. So according to the options what we have, the correct answer is option C, optimizing resource utilization. Next question we have, what is the purpose of forecasting in workforce management? Option A, to analyze past performance. Option B, to schedule agent vacations. Option C, to predict future call volume. Option D, to calculate agent salaries. Correct answer for this question is option C, to predict future call volume. So the purpose of forecasting is to predict or anticipate what kind of call volume we can have in the future that will help us to align staffing or the resourcing according to the call arrival pattern, according to the call volume what we are expecting in the near future by applying what kind of occupancy we are looking for and the shrinkage and the attrition part also. Next question we have, why is shrinkage important to consider in workforce management? Option A, it measures agent productivity. Option B, it accounts for unscheduled breaks and activities. Option C, it calculates call volume. Option D, it determines agent salaries. Correct answer for this question is option number B, it accounts for unscheduled breaks and activities. It is very important to keep a track on the shrinkage, because the shrinkage basically means that unproductive time in which the agent or the resources are not productive to the work that has been assigned to them. So to keep an eye on that and try to avoid any kind of unscheduled break, any kind of breaks being exceeded, this will definitely help us to increase the productivity for the call center, and that will help us to generate more revenue for the company also. Next question we have, which of the following is a key component of workforce management? Option A, customer relationship management. Option B, performance appraisal. Option C, scheduling and forecasting. Option D, marketing strategy. Correct answer for this question is option C, scheduling and forecasting. And then apart from scheduling and forecasting, we have capacity planning, MIS reporting, and real-time management also. So you have to give the answers according to the questions or according to the options you have given. So scheduling and the forecasting is a key component of workforce management. How number of people you need according to the forecast, what you are predicting in the near future. Next question we have, what does AHT stand for in workforce management? Option A, average handling time. Option B, automated help tool. Option C, agent handling task. Option D, average hold time. Correct answer for this question is option A, average handling time. So basically, it is the total handle time that agents are spending on the call to help the customers. So the average handling formula would be your total handle time that includes your hold time, talk time, and call work or after wrap-up time divided by total calls answered. Next question we have, which tool is commonly used for scheduling and forecasting in workforce management? Option A, Microsoft Excel. Option B, Adobe Photoshop. Option IEX Total View. Option D, Google Calendar. Correct answer for this question is option C, IEX Total View. I have already made videos on IEX, so if you want to know more about it, please try to go through all the videos. I have put the questions also, what kind of questions are coming in terms of IEX. Apart from IEX, we have other software also that are being used in a company like your Variant, then your Blue Pumpkin, then your Calibrio. Next question we have, what does occupancy represent in workforce management? Option A, the number of agent on break. Option B, the percentage of time agents spend on calls and related activities. Option C, the duration of each call handled by an agent. Option D, the total number of calls received by the call center. Correct answer for this question is option B, the percentage of time agents spend on calls and related activities. So basically, occupancy means that for how much time the agents are actually occupied on the task that has been assigned by the company. It does not include any kind of available time or idle time. It only includes the productive time that agents are giving while handling the call, while handling the chat or the email. So basically, it's all about the percentage of time agents spend on calls and the related activities. That will determine how much productive they are. Next question we have, why is it important to consider agent preferences when creating schedules? Option A, it ensures fairness in scheduling. Option B, it allows agents to choose their own shift. Option C, it improves agent morale and satisfaction. Option D, it increases call center revenue. Correct answer for this question is option C, it improves agent morale and satisfaction. It is kind of very important to consider the agent preferences when creating schedule, just to make sure that if the agents have any kind of preferences, so they can have it. This will definitely increase the morale and the satisfaction of the employees. So they are being valued, they are being motivated to do the work that has been assigned to them, and that will definitely help to increase the productivity for the agent along with the productivity for the call center also, and that will lead to higher revenue. So we need to cater to the request that has been given by the agents according to the business requirement. Next question we have, what is the purpose of adherence tracking in workforce management? Option A, to monitor agent attendance. Option B, to measure agent productivity. Option C, to assess call quality. Option D, to track adherence to scheduled activities. Correct answer for this question is option D, to track adherence to scheduled activities. The purpose of adherence is kind of very important in call center or in workforce management to ensure that whatever adherence, whatever schedule that has been given to the agents, they are adhering to that, to ensure that there is no situation of understaffing occurs. That will definitely lead to decrease the service level and increasing the average speed of answer. So the call may get abandoned if the agents start taking unscheduled break in the lunch. That will leave the short staffing. So we need to keep an eye on that to make sure that the agents are adhering to the schedule. And the purpose of adherence tracking is to track adherence to scheduled activities. For more WFM call center Excel related videos, please subscribe and share our YouTube channel. So now let's go to the first question what we have. First question is that a sudden influx or spike of customer calls in the call center leading to longer wait times and increased abandonment rate. How would you address this issue in real-time management if this question is asked during the interviews? So the answer you may provide would be, when faced with a sudden surge or spike in call volume, the priority is to minimize wait times and maintain service levels to ensure customer satisfaction. As a real-time management, I would quickly analyze the situation and implement strategies to address the increased demand, such as reallocating resources from non-urgent tasks to handle incoming calls and adjusting staffing levels by calling in additional agents or extending shifts and optimizing call routing to distribute calls evenly among available agents. Additionally, I would keep customers informed of the situation through proactive messaging and manage expectation regarding wait time. You can have your own answer, but if you provide these points, it will be sufficient to impress the interviewer. So by that way, you can just mention each and everything, what steps you can take if you see high call volume in a call center during any part of the day. It could be in the evening, morning, or afternoon. As a real-time management, you will quickly analyze the situation and you will implement the strategies what you can have at the real time to make sure that all the customer calls should be answered as soon as possible, to make sure that customer satisfaction being the highest priority and maintaining the average speed of answer. Apart from that, you can also have a message on the IVR that there is a high call volume. So please try to call us after 1 hour or 2 hours. So this kind of situation will definitely help to release the tension from the agent, because the agents will be hesitant to take back-to-back calls. So these kind of steps you can take in order to manage the high call volume you have in the call center. Let's go to the next question what we have. One of your top performing agents unexpectedly calls in sick, leaving a gap in the team's productivity. How would you adapt in real time to maintain performance standard? This kind of question can also be asked. So your answer may be, when a top performing agent is absent, it can impact team productivity and service levels. As a real time manager or as a real time management, I would immediately assess the available resources and redistribute tasks among other capable agents to cover the gap left by the absent agent. Apart from that, additionally, I would provide additional support and coaching to agents who may need assistance in handling the increased workload. It is essential to maintain performance standards and customer satisfaction even in the absence of key team members. So here the question says that if one of your team member who's performing very good, who has high number of calls to be taken, who has very good KPIs, who has very good customer satisfaction score, and that person starts to take sadism, how would you fulfill that gap? So in that scenario, you can have these points. You can have different team members to be redistribute that task that person is doing. So that will definitely help us to maintain, the kind of good balance, because you will not be dependent on one person and the task can be redistributed to other people. So that will help to make sure that you are able to fulfill any gap that may create in case if your top performing agents are absent due to any kind of reason. And then additionally, you can also provide support and the coaching to the agent who need it to increase any kind of customer satisfaction score. Generally, what happens that if the agents are absent, so the existing agents will have higher workload. So in that scenario, you can just provide some kind of incentives. You can just provide some kind of appreciation to them. This will definitely help us to boost the morale of the company or the morale of the employees also. Next question we have: a sudden technical issue arises, causing a disruption in the call center operations. How would you minimize the impact of this issue in real time? So the answer you may provide: in the event of a technical issue, the first step would be to quickly identify the root cause and assess its impact on call center operations. As a real-time manager or as a real-time analyst, I would coordinate with the IT team to resolve the issue as swiftly as possible while keeping agents informed about the situation. Additionally, you can also provide them with alternative means of communication such as email or instant messaging to stay connected with customers. Additionally, I would prioritize critical tasks and calls to minimize any backlog or delays caused by the technical issues. So here question says that uh, technical issues arises, any kind of IT issues, system issues can happen in the call center, and that will definitely disrupt the call volume. In that scenario, what kind of things you can do to minimize the impact? So these kind of things you can just have in the interview to be told in the case of technical issues. First step, you have to identify what is actually causing that is impacting the call center operations. So as a real time, you will get in touch with the IT team to just to make sure that you have that quick resolution. And apart from that, you have to keep your agents informed that this is the IT issue or the system issues happening, and in that scenario, what steps you have to take. And apart from that, you have to inform the customer also if the IT issues or the system issues kind of very big. So you need to keep customers also aware that please try to call us after 1 hour or 2 hour. Currently, we have IT issues or system issue. These kind of messages can be deployed on the IVR itself. And try to prioritize critical tasks that is being pending and that needs urgent attention. So these things you can say for this question. Let's go to the next question. What we have. During a busy period in the call center, one of your team members reports feeling overwhelmed and requests additional support. How would you address the situation? So the question here says that due to any kind of high call volume in any part of the day, it could be in morning, evening, or afternoon. Your agents, your team members are getting too much of work. They are getting overworked. So how would you entertain that situation to make sure that the employees are not too overworked? So the answer you may provide as a real-time management, I would first assess the current call volume and agent workload to determine the extent of the situation. If the workload is indeed higher than usual, I would immediately deploy additional resources by redistributing tasks among available agents or calling in extra support staff in necessary. Apart from that, it is crucial to maintain a balance between workload and agent well-being to ensure optimal performance and customer satisfaction. So the first question we have, how do you ensure that your team meets service level agreements consistently? As a team leader, what kind of steps you can take? So the answer you may provide to ensure that service level are consistently met. I focus forecasting and scheduling, continuous monitoring of real-time data, and quick adjustment when necessary. I also make sure that my team is well trained and understand the importance of meeting service level. We conduct regular meetings to review performance, discuss any challenges, and implement improvement strategies. I work closely with other departments to ensure alignments and address any issues that could impact service level. So this may the answer you can provide for the first question you have asked. So in simple, you can just monitor forecasting, scheduling, and continuous monitoring of the real-time activities that will definitely help us to maintain the service level. So the next question we have, how do we handle situations where call volume are higher than forecasted? Answer could be in situations where call volumes exceed forecast, I quickly analyze the data to understand the cause. Then I look at available resources and consider options such as offering overtime, adjusting break schedules, or reassigning staff from non critical tasks. I also communicate with the team to keep them informed and motivated during high volume periods. After the event, I conduct a root cause analysis to improve future forecasting accuracy and plan for similar situations. So you can just quickly analyze the data to understand what is the actual cause of the sudden spike in the call volume. And on the basis of that, you can offer overtime, adjust break schedules, and reassigning staff from non-critical tasks to them on the productive task. So these things will definitely help us to maintain the situation when you suddenly see the high call volume. Next question we have, how do you ensure effective communication between your team and other departments? For the answer you may provide, effective communication is key to successful workforce management. I hold regular cross-departmental meetings to align on goals, share updates, and address any issues. I also encourage open lines of communication between my team and other departments using tools like instant messaging and email to keep everyone informed in real time. Additionally, I foster a collaborative environment where feedback is valued and acted upon promptly. So you need to have a good, effective communication between your team and the different departments to ensure that you are meeting on the goals, share updates regularly to ensure that or to mitigate any negative impact which you may see. So the next question we have, can you describe a time when you had to manage a difficult situation within your team? How did you handle it? So this is the most common question asked not for the team leader but for other profile also. So the answer you may provide, once we had a situation where several team members were consistently underperforming, affecting our overall metrics. I first conducted one-to-one meetings to understand the root cause, which included lack of training and personal issues. I provided additional training sessions and worked with HR to offer support where needed. I also set clear expectation and followed up regularly to monitor progress. By addressing the issues head on and offering support, we were able to improve performance and get back on track with our targets. So this is the question you had, and this could be the answer you may provide. So you have to find out the root cause. Once you are able to find out the root cause, then you can start working on that. It could be anything. If they need any kind of training, any kind of additional support, so you may have to extend your support. So this will definitely help us to set clear expectation, and monitor you need to monitor the progress on regularly basis to ensure that all the things are in place. So these were the questions. I hope you like the video. Please subscribe and share for more.